are back. Cool down. Uh, and let's just start with the questions right away. What finishes and color combinations are available for each model? Um, the 6Cs will come in 10 different colors or finishes. Um Everything from, matte colors to glossy colors to metallic colors to a soft series of colors that we have, and everything will be available on the website. We are making a big update on the website as well, but more information will follow. You will be able to see all the pictures online. This is the glossy black, pretty nice actually. Uh, so while the 6C comes in 10 different finishes, the 8C does not. So the 8C you can pick by either black or white front baffle, and then the cabinet of the 8C is made out of real oak. And those oak colors is the natural oak, and then we have a white stained oak and a black oak. So these are the color combinations that you can pick from. And then, of course, we have uh, the black oak. Did I say that? Natural oak, black oak, white oak. I said it. So, dual answer for that question. Um, mm, 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 mm. So, next question. What are the differences between the 6C and the 8C stands and their overall footprint in the room? Uh, well, the 6C has a one pillar stand, and the 8Cs has a four pillar stand. Both of them are secured by having, screwing the speaker together with the stand for um, vibrations, but also, to make them secure. The same thing goes with the 6C. They're also screwed underneath. Um, so yeah, but they're purpose built for each speaker that allows for, the correct amount of air to be pretty much, you know sucked into the electronics to keep them from, just like my camera, overheating. So yeah, they are purpose built for each speaker, and they look like this. Um, a question also, like, what is the main differences between the 6C and the 8C? I mean, actually, let's take that question the last, because I think all of the questions pretty much answers that question. What is the difference in connectivity, streaming, and hardware? Uh, when it comes to connectivity, the difference is that the 6C has built-in Wi-Fi. So should you be in a place where you simply don't want to, pull or can pull Ethernet cables, the 6C will probably solve that problem because they are Wi-Fi enabled. The 8Cs are not Wi-Fi enabled. The 8Cs need a hardware connection to both speakers, so internet to the right and internet to the left speaker. When it comes to streaming, they share the same platform, so everything that we do on the 6C and the 8C will be, the streaming. So the 6C and the 8C, Spotify Connect and Room Ready, and we are looking into adding Cobus and Tidal Connect as we speak. Same thing goes with this. The hardware is different. The 6C is a were designed 8 years later, um, but the difference is that we have an extra input on the back of the 6C, and yeah, the drivers are changed, cabinets are changed. So there are some differences within the hardware, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter because it's the platform that, allows everything and runs everything, and the platform is will be the same for the 8C as on the 6C. We're gonna update all the 8C users. That's actually a question coming up as well. Um, mm, 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 mm. Um, when would you choose the 6C over the 8C, and why? And why would you choose the 8C? Uh, I would choose the 8C then. No, I'm just joking. Um, that really depends. Uh, if Wi-Fi is very important because you simply cannot pull extra wires, pick the 6C. If the cabinet is of importance that you want the real wood look, go with the 8C. But also in general, it's like how big is your room? If your room is big, is bigger than 40 square meters, then perhaps I would look into the 8C because it will give you that output needed for the physical room size. If you want a speaker with a smaller footprint, even in a bigger room, go with the 6C. So why I would choose either one of them, it's a very personal question, and it truly depends who you are, how your room looks like. Perhaps you would like to have the blacky gloss color, which we don't make on the 8C. Then it's given. Then you have to go with the 6C. Um, how does the sound compare with the 8C? I think this is a very good question because we spend many, many years in actually by design making them sound pretty much identical. Uh, both the speakers measure excellently on axis, off axis. Both speakers are very extremely uncolored. We believe in a more neutral sound. Um, so yeah, they sound very much the same. The cardioid works the same, um, which minimizes the room problems that are being introduced when you put a loudspeaker, any loudspeaker, into your room. We solve a lot of these problems. And of course, the bass boundary coupling technology, where the bass, the subwoofer, couples with the wall, and through very advanced software, we can time align everything. This also makes a big difference, and you get the same feeling. You get a very very tight bass, very very fast bass, correct bass. So they pretty much sound extremely identical, I would say. So everything you read about the 8C is pretty much the same on the 6C, but you know you cannot play as loud as on the 8C. But again, very room dependent. Um, are both 6C and 8C suitable for professional studio use as well as home listening? Yes, absolutely. Uh, the 6C will also come in a home versus studio version, just like the 8C. The differences in between that is that on the 6C Studio and the 6C Home version is that you will not have streaming capabilities if you are a studio user, and for every studio user, uh, uh, they will come in matte black or matte white. Uh, and if you are a studio user on the 8C and you like the oak, which surprisingly more than 50% of our studio users actually got the oak version because they like the design of it. But we also have the 8C Studio, which is not made out of real oak. It's made of spray painted, high quality spray painted MDF. But both of the 6Cs and 8Cs are perfectly suitable for both home and studio usage. We believe when you have made a loudspeaker that connects to your room and you remove a lot of the room issues, then how you want to use them is you know doesn't really matter. It's a very accurate speaker. Uh, will the 6C and 8C share the same Dutch and Dutch platform and future software features? Absolutely. So I think I tried to answer this question in another question, and I think I did quite badly. So let's try again. Um, the 6C comes with the new Dutch and Dutch application and the new Dutch and Dutch platform, um, where you have a set of different features. So the answer is absolutely. The 8C will also get the 6C platform and the updated software with the updated features. So this is something that our team is working very hard with right now, actually, to start to port that new software, new platform to all the 8C users. And once that is done, we are gonna send all the users this update batch by batch, because there is a lot of users on the 8Cs. So we have to take that in smaller step to make sure that everything is working flawlessly. But yes, in short, everything that is on the new platform will be ported to the new to every 8C users as well. Uh, what is room matching online? So room matching is an umbrella term where it basically covers the the core technologies, the acoustical design of the loudspeaker systems of both the 6C and the 8C, and that is the constant directivity, the cardioid, natural cardioid mid-range, the bass boundary coupling, and then we have the software internally, the DSPs, all the capabilities in how you can time align everything. That is room matching. Room matching align is basically that with every pair of 6Cs, you get a microphone. You connect that microphone to your phone and you follow like a step-by-step journey within the app, and you actually perform the calibration by yourself. And together with the acoustical design of the speaker, the filters, the DSPs, the software, everything that together, that is what we call room matching align. So it's you making sure that your speakers are playing, giving the best possible output given how your room looks like. And this is also pretty much why the 8Cs and the 6Cs can be placed in 1,000 different rooms and they will pretty much sound the same, because we play together with the room and not against it. So room matching align, that's just a widget that helps you do the calibration by yourself. This will also come on the 6C when we port that to the new platform with the new features. I've also made a video, a POV video of how you do room matching align. Um, can you expand the 6C system? There is something called the 6S. Yes. So the 6S, without going into more depth, it's a cardioid based extension for the 6C. So you can turn the 6C whenever you want, if you want, to a floor standard. So you basically, it will be you take the 6C and you place it on top of a cardioid based extension module. So the 6C will become a tower, a floor standard, pretty much. So that is the expandable part for the 6C. For those who perhaps want even more, or wants a floor standard. For those who don't want more, but they want, have a room of, as I said, 40 square meters and upwards, then the 6C will be the perfect choice. Sorry, the 8C will be the perfect choice. So what are the main differences between the 6C and the 8C? I think all of these questions concludes to that answer, but the main differences is basically size, finishes, uh, output, if you want Wi-Fi or not. Uh, they sound the same, pretty much identical. They have the same core technologies. So the differences between the 6C and the 8C is also, again, as I've mentioned multiple times, it's going to be highly room dependent. We don't design speakers that are meant to compete with one another. We look at the real rooms out in the world. and we had a lot of users that wanted a smaller speaker. Um, so that is what we made. But there are some obvious differences between the 6C, but these are more, you know, connectivity wise or aesthetically, um, rather than sonical output or sound quality, because both are very, very good speakers. Um, so another question that I think I've answered in all of the other questions: who is the 6C ultimately designed for, and who is the 8C designed for? The 6C, I would say, if I look from a personal perspective, because these answers are highly personal, uh, I would say that if you want a speaker that punches way above its weight, but you want it in a smaller footprint, go with the 6C. Uh, if you are a person who perhaps likes colors and absolutely don't want the oak cabinets, go with the 6C. If you really need Wi-Fi because of how the speakers will be installed, go with the 6C. If you want them to be wall mounted, we even have a wall mount. I'm going to do a video of that as well. Uh, Go with the 6C. If you want to, perhaps upgrade the 6C with the 6S, that is called the Statement 6, then you have a future update, an upgrade path. Go with the 6C. Um, if you are a person just like me in this case, that wants a one enclosure full range speaker, go with the 8C. If you don't have any, problems of running two cables to the speakers, go with the 8C. Um, I like the design of the 8C. I like a little bit more chunkier speaker. I do think the stand looks like an industrial speaker as well, but again, it's highly personal. But then, go with the 8C. But yeah, it's very personal, I would say, of who the speakers are designed for. The common factor, as again, as I mentioned multiple times, it's the sound quality, the core technologies, how they work with your room, not against it. They are the same. So from that perspective, you are covered. From there, you pick and choose the 6C or the 8C system depending on what you like, pretty much. Uh, yeah, I think we have answered a bunch of questions. Again, hope you enjoyed it. Uh, And should you have any other questions that you would like to have answered, comment below and I will make sure to answer them. Thank you.